Kalimera. Today I'm going to just have a little talk with you about these vlogs. I'm very new to it. I haven't got a style. I'm looking at other people's videos on YouTube and just trying to do what people I admire do. So hopefully it becomes a decent product. It feels a bit imposter. Why am I doing this? Is it interesting to anybody? Anyway, I enjoy it, and let's see how it goes. So right now in my studio, just having this chat, and then later I'm going to take you guys down to Heraklion city to do a tour of the city house. I'm lucky because I've got a life in the village, which is slow and beautiful and quiet and traditional. And then I've got a life in the city, which is much more modern. I'm not really into traditional music. I love, if somebody's playing a jazz band or a punk band or a rock band, I'm there. I'm definitely into the more underculture than the traditional stuff that happens here. And the traditional stuff is fantastic. Crete is unique, along with other places, that it hasn't had its culture watered down. The people here love their traditions and maintain them. And I don't really see it ever watering down anytime soon. A few years ago, I got really lucky. I was teaching painting, and one of my students had a house in the Lakos area, which is where I do my street art project. I will go into that soon enough. Anyway, after many questions, I got to look at this house, and we took it for 7 years. It was abandoned for 15, 20 years, and I made a deal that we would renovate instead of pay rent. And it was just the most amazing experience. But sadly, at some point, the owners wanted to sell and we had to leave. So then we had to find another house, a decent size house. And also, I am really interested in old houses. So within the old town walls. And luckily enough, a friend recommended us to another friend who had a neoclassical/modernist house. I think it's about 1930s. So I guess you would call it Art Deco in some places around the world, but here you would call it modernist. It had been empty for a short while. The guy that lived there before us was the crazy cat man of the street, and he hadn't paid his rent in years. He was very popular with the locals, but unfortunately the house was a mess, and he hadn't paid his rent, and it was time for him to go. The owners didn't want to rent it out to anybody else. They'd had such a bad experience with him that they decided just to leave it empty, maybe renovate it in the future. It's the owner's family home. He's an engineer, so they didn't really need to rent it. But then this friend convinced them that we would look after it, and that it's been great ever since. So I'm going to give you a bit of a tour of the house today and do a bit of trimming in the garden and hopefully get some pretty shots. At the moment, I'm living up in the village, so the house comes across as a bit empty. I use it much more in the cooler weather. I love Heraklion in winter, and in spring and autumn it's great too, but there's no place better in the heat than the village. This is my city house. I'm just here today to give it a bit of a clean. I've been away in the village because it's much cooler up there. Anyway, I've come down today to give it a bit of a clean. So this is a before and after. It's a mess. We had problems with cats here, so I put the pillows inside. And the bougainvillea and Virginia creeper just grow so quickly that I need to do a bit of a tidy up of that as well, which is a problem because I live in the city and there's no green waste collection. So I can only really chop it back a little bit at a time. The bougainvillea is great, but it drops so many leaves. Anyway, here we go. This is the main living room. It's actually used more as an art studio these days. I love these kitsch paintings on the left and right. I have another one in Sydney called Tina that I must get back one day. Look at that window, it's just spectacular. We've got this old sofa that I just never want to get rid of. It needs to be recovered. It's the most comfortable thing. And a collection of religious icons. These two are, they kind of come across a bit disco to me with all the mirrors. I'm not really a religious person at all myself, but I love the art. This one comes from Bali. I'm very happy with her. And a friend gave me this little kitschy oil painting. And these ones, my partner went to India and came back with lots of prints. Here's another religious icon. I just think they're beautiful. I did a painting of Bette Davis. Shady Lady. This lamp, okay, let's go back. See these big doors? These doors are my favorite thing about this house. I love them. Unfortunately, they tiled over the encaustic tiles in this room. Here's another set of amazing doors. It's hard to get back and show you. That was originally the dining room. I've made it a bedroom. The house has been split into 2 apartments. It's a very cat painting I did years ago. There's a little bathroom in there. I don't need to show it to you because it's not great. Out the back is a really sweet little courtyard. It's summer right now. It gets so hot out here. We tend not to use it. The walls are not in great condition, but it's got lots of charm. I do have a thing for plastic flowers, especially old faded ones. There's a basement down there. This is the kitchen. The kitchen has so much charm. It's very, very Greek. Hasn't been renovated in years. I'm trying to get the light on. The tiles are just fab. Be a shame. Somebody will pull them out one day and put something modern in and just rip the character out. And look at the old marble sink and top. I don't mind marble, getting a bit stained. Just gets a patina that's lovely. Then above the oven is this cooker range, which is far too low for me. I hit my head on it. I put these shelves up. Old radios. I love the door as well. This is the downstairs entrance hallway. Lots of books, lots of paintings. We have so many paintings, we really don't know what to do with them. That's by an artist in Australia called Tony Giles. I had an amazing artist come a few years ago who painted some of the locals. And this one is my favourite. We bought it so cheaply. He's still there. His name is Gregory. He lives in the Lacos area and he always stands out the front of his house. He's very friendly. This is the staircase. I do have a light in here, but it's not working. But it seems to be okay. There's a painting I did of Heraklion upside down. I did a series of these, about 5 of them. They took forever. So yeah, I've stopped that series. It's a rental house. The owner left not many things, but this beautiful chest was left. And look at the floor. The floor is spectacular. They're encaustic tiles. Anyway, we'll go for a little wander up the stairs. I love this house. There's something very special about it. It's modernist. Look, more encaustic floor tiles. It's actually 2 apartments. So, excuse the fridge in the hallway. Look at the beautiful wooden ceiling. This is the master bedroom. A lot of art's left from previous artists that have been to stay, and my art. I had a show. I used to paint matryoshkas when we lived in Estonia, and then when I came here, I thought I'd mix Karyosis up, Greek puppet theatre. It's an old wardrobe we picked up very cheaply. Bookcase. I love old mirrors. Look at the patina on that one. A lot of people think that they're horrible, but I adore them. Many artworks from different friends. This wall gets left empty because artists like to stick paintings up and paint directly onto the wall. One of the nicest things about this house are these doors and this little balcony. This morning I came out here and there was a lot of wasps. There was a wasp's nest under this little table. The bougainvillea is fantastic, but it constantly needs pruning. And it's difficult to get rid of green waste in Heraklion, so I do it a bit at a time. Just a note, I don't want to do a travel channel. I don't really want to promote my life here to encourage people to flock here, because I live here. This is my home, and I'm like the locals. I don't, it's great to have the income that the tourists bring for the island, but they get a bit annoying sometimes. Anyway, it's more just the life that I lead here in a creative way. I toyed with calling the channel Silly Old Man, which I might still change because I am kind of a silly old man. Anyway. This is the front of the house. I'm not showing you the whole thing from the street just for privacy reasons. I love some of the details on this house. A lot of the old houses lose their windows and doors, original wooden windows and doors. The locals prefer PVC. I just never understand it. It drives me crazy. Door knocker. They're an amazing thing. That one's quite a plain one, but I still love it. Anyway, here's the courtyard. There was no pergola here when we first moved in. I put it up. There's actually cats that make this shade cloth their home. They're very cute, but they're a bit annoying. The outdoor table, which I gave a very bad clean to. I love the window as well. I had to have special mesh put there so cats can't get in. It is a problem. There's stray cats everywhere here. And as cute as they are, they can be quite annoying. Also, here I am saying the again. We planted, well actually we didn't plant, we put an angel trumpet vine and a bougainvillea in pots on top of the soil, and both of them grew through the bottom of the pot and have now just gone crazy. The bougainvillea is amazing. The angel trumpet's fantastic too, but it's not flowering right now. When it does, at night time, it has the most intense smell. Anyway, I think that's all I'm showing you today. Thanks for watching.